What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam here, and today we're going to restore the jungle tune from DK3. So check it out. Alright, so it looks like our forgot to loop it here. Okay, what's up everybody? Still waiting, fine now. Hi. I was not expecting this. Expect the unexpected. Alright. So let's see, where does it loop? It should let me go and follow this again. Find the loop point. I'm just gonna add some and it froze on me again. I'm just gonna look for, let's see. I see. So this one goes down here. This goes up here. This must be the bass right here. So it looks like when that bongo starts up again is when it loops, but it's not going to be a clean loop because of how Eveline kind of programs her songs. See, you can't loop it to a clean bar, so that's not even half a bar. So even if we did, I don't know, maybe if we did 3/4, it would loop clean. Let's see. Did it actually go? Oh wait, we have a there's a thing clamping it to 4/4 over here. See, even with that, it still doesn't loop clean. So, let's change it back real quick. So we're just gonna have to like live with it out being looped. And so with that said, let's do our first channel. So we have this bongo. Let's make a new pattern, call it bongos. But we do want to remove this silence at the beginning. Let's see, there's some kind, wait. Oh, there is no silence. This is not the original channel, I think. Wait. Ah, there's like a little beginning to it. So there's supposed to be that space at the beginning. Cool. Now we just, let's see. There's supposed to be some attack on it for sure, for one thing. Now what pitch are we supposed to be at? Because I know that's not the right pitch. And what sound, let's see. What's the root of this pitch? That might be some kind of, I don't know if it's the same. So the root note should be that sounds about right. But it should be shorter though. And it should be very much panned to the right. And a little bit higher too. What's up, y'all? See some of y'all are poured in here. I was not going to finish the DK2 finalization because it's going to take one more week at least to finish that. I'm not going to try to stretch it thin and rush it because we got time, especially with the virus. I think it might even be a little bit higher than that. Maybe even shorter. But really, we wouldn't want it to be like go straight from 0 to nothing so fast. We would just want it to be an envelope. Like maybe give a sharp, steep slope on it. There you go. Make it sound like it's fading out fast. The program sounds like it's in a different tune to the original. Yeah, maybe it is higher. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't know why I was hearing that as like correct. Now that might not even be the same sound, actually. Same sound. Oh wait, I think that's actually the DK2 conga. That's this sound right here. Still, I'm not really sure about that. Let me do a comparative thing with that bongo. Actually, this one might be the real one. Yeah, I'm going with this one. And it needs less attack. Maybe a sharper one too. Sharper decay, I mean. I like it. Someone says it's still way off. Are we even at that point? Let's see. And it froze right when I opened it up. How you like that? Classic SPC tool. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Alright. So now we have these monkey chatters. So let's make a new pattern, call it monkey chatters. Perfect. Hear that beat come in already. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba 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 ba. All right, so now it uses one. I'm not sure if it uses 3 or 4, but let's see. Let's find out. Probably 2. All right, that sounds all right. And then number 4. Good. And then let's see. This one has a pop to it. But but it bleeds into the other notes. I want to make it like get cut off by actually all we really need to do is just make it like say, okay, this is going to sustain only for as long as the note is held. There we go. Now there's an echo note here that I want to remove. And how long does the echo note last? I mean, well, the delay. The time interval here, which is important, is, see, 1, 2, 3 half steps, which means a step and a half. So I'm going to remove that and then say, I don't know if we can delete 3 yet because we might use more down the line. So, but basically, I want to make one a mixer track for the chatter, and then put all these in there too. And then say that when we're gonna gate in a delay track, whenever that note comes in, and we're gonna set it to a step and a half. Give our spread, and I don't think it changes in pan, so we're good on that. Yeah, it's just center pan all around. Now we just have to gate it in. Alright, that's good. And now we gate it in, and we're also gonna have to gate it for the like second loop point. Since we're not really looping anything, we're kind of like keeping it in the piano roll. So let's go down and see where that actually occurs that we have to gate. We have to start it at 8 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I got it. And then 3 spaces. Perfect. Then we can gate it back out again just in case the monkey sounds start up again somewhere else in the mix that I don't remember. Alright, so that's good. Now let's make, while we're at it, let's just make a mixer track for our bongo as well. Let's send it to drums. Oh wait, I almost forgot we have to gate it for the other part as well. So we go to where we see, let me go and look at it in the piano roll so we know exactly where it comes from. Looks like 34 to 2.5. So jump to 34, count 1, 2, and 2.5 of those things. Right there. Actually, that's not a precise measurement. There we go. And we also want to delete this echo note, because I forgot to do that. It might want even less. I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do too little, like just one echo, so because then it won't sound realistic. I don't know. Okay, so now that pretty much covers the first channel. Everything is done for the first channel. Now let's go in and wait. There's one more thing. We got our marimba channel here. Done. So let's call this marimba. Actually, maybe we can just keep it. I think this monkey channel should be the melody line because it's definitely a melody. So let's just drop it in here, see what happens. Sounds good. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I need it to be. Now, in order to send this to, well, we can have it at 1, and then whenever another instrument comes in, we'll just change it. But for now, let's call this marimba. So we're going to route this to the lead channel because it's a lead. And so then that finishes off the first channel. Now we're going to start with, now the second one, the first thing that comes in is, wait for it, more marimba. But I think that this one is, because this marimba is supposed to be, does it have any attack on it? Wait for it. No, it's just straight up marimba, but the other one has some attack on it, so that's like a new instrument. That's like some kind of softer marimba, or maybe we can simulate. Maybe we can simulate it just by low velocity. I think that'll work out. Let's make sure it goes to channel 1, which is where our marimba is going. Now I know that this one, has a another sample set at the low velocities. So let's drop it down to that low velocity set. The absolute maximum it can, because we want it to be loud enough. See, if we drop it down to a little bit low velocity, we get that softer hit. As opposed to doing like this, you get a harder hit. But we might need to raise that in volume later. Alright, so we've got, let's see what else we've got in this channel. Got some brass. Which we will drop down here, right under here. And let's see, there's no, it looks like there's not many pans in this song at all. So let's grab our brass section. We got a pitch bend going on there. And I think it's an octave higher. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe this is just lower down here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so this should also be, I don't know why it's over here, but it must have gotten encoded wrong. So it looks like we've got 3 different delays here. We've got a we've got 1 step and let's see, a step and a half, and then all that delays again for in the interval of 1, 2, 3, 4.5 steps. So we got a step and a half, and 4 steps, 4.5 steps. But this is different. So it looks like it changes from it gives it a half a step. All right, good. So let's give it a mixer channel. Now let's go for a step. A step and a half. And then 4.5 steps. Now let's hear the final product. Yeah, is there any more delays on this, like channel delays on the brass? No, there's none. Just an octave. Alright, so now some of the delays are too much, like they're going in too far. Actually, I think just one of them needs to calm down, like the Actually, let me look at that again, because I'm not sure, something's not gelling right. Da, 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 da. One step, step and a half. Okay, yeah, I think that's, let me just gate it and see how it sounds. So right here is where it needs to stop. And then with the loop, we also need to add this note here to the loop. Perfect. And then where is the, so that second one, it changes a bit. What does it change to? I forgot. Alright, it changes to one step, which means that we're gonna have to. Oh wait, we already have one step. No, it's a half a step it changes to. So which means that we're going to have to have this one change to about half a step when it hits that one note. Whoops. So it said that da-da-da-da-dun, that it changes. So right here is where we need half a step. And then it returns back to normal right here. And then it does the same over at our loop. So for this one, we're going to need to do keep pitch so it doesn't warble like that. Now the rest of them, we're just going to gate like... First off, we can copy our gate scheme right here. But ultimately, we're going to need to gate it... Make sure I know what I'm working with here. Turn these off for now. Actually, I might keep that echo right there. That one sounds really good. But this one is gonna need to be, let's see. Definitely gonna need to be gated. And then it doesn't need to be re-enabled until... But does it have an echo there? I forgot. Like, that much of an echo. No, it doesn't. The echo stops right there. And that's that. So now we re-enable all our echoes and see how it sounds. Alright, so that's good for that. That's exactly what we need. And now we just need that trumpet. But we also have another, let's grab the other layer to that brass real quick. Now wait a minute. I think there's a delay. The delay is supposed to do something here. So right here we have another one, like half a step. And then it goes to a full step. Which means that we need to modify that first one there. Like whenever it changes. Dope. And I think that this one can go down too. But wait, let's finish the this one for the first one. And then we also have some notes to remove over here. I forgot about that. But this one can go down during that time. But first, let's finish what we were doing. So right here, it has to change to half a step. And then now we can go on to the second one, so it does have to disable sometime. Right here is where it has to disable. Alright, that's good. Alright. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, it seems I disconnected from the chat, so I have to refresh. Dum dum da 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 da. The DK2 stream was supposed to start 20 minutes ago. What? Oh, I think I had just like it's tried to schedule it or something, but I wasn't actually going to do it. I was just trying to see something. Let's see what y'all are saying. Alright. So, with that out of the way, now we need to get that trumpet going. And I think there's another layer to that in actually the same channel that the brass was in. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. And there's also an echo on the marimba. So we need to grab our trumpet, which I think is actually a trombone. Whoa. Didn't know that was in there. And that's a tuba. Okay, and I think our trombone is a contact patch. There we go, trombone. So now we need to copy it. Actually, we need to take it like this. So where's that part where it oh yeah, here we go. Right here. Wait, why is this one spilling into here? So I think we need a... First of all, this needs to be that channel. And I think we need a pitch bend up for this. Oh wait, because it's an NK, because it's a contact file. Let me see. Does this even have multiple samples in it? So yeah, it does. So for this one, we need to actually do a pitch bend because it's contact and doesn't respond to notes. So let me do, let's see, pitch bend range is 12 semitones. And it's not working? No. I think the pitch bend can only be done on the master channel, which means that we have to put the marimba at 2 and then the trombone at 1. No, maybe not. Maybe it's just that it's not responding to the pitch bend for some reason. Weird. Alright, so what could be stopping it from pitch bending? So we need an let's see, where's our modulation? Modulator, we don't want to add a modulator to that. So it needs to be a source modulator, and then, oh yeah, it should be here, but it's not. So we need to add, let's see, external sources pitch bend. But it shouldn't, there should be a pitch thing here. I think it's in the wrong spot is what it is. So we need let's see, because this is an amplifier right here, so we need some kind of pitch modulation. Oh no, I'll have to figure out that out later. But for now, we're just gonna roll with that. But we also need to switch our let's see, Shift C. Switch that to 3 for now, and then switch our 2 to 1. Then switch our 3 to 2. So it'll have to be like that for now. Now it looks like some of our notes are bleeding into each other, which shouldn't happen. Oh, that's because that was a different channel, that's why. So, which means that we need it to, let's actually delete all that, and then we only copy the melodic elements, because that's the only ones we're worried about right now, is the melody. This is also a melodic element. Alright, cool. So now we have our strictly melody trombone. And then we also need to copy that other layer from the from channel 5. Which means same thing, we're gonna, well, there's not even anything but a melody in this one. So now we just change this to 1. Actually, I'm not even sure if there's a pitch bend there. I think we might have dodged a bullet with that one. No, there is a little bit of a pitch bend there. I think it might be an octave higher too. No. But it definitely is higher than that. Wait, we've got echo notes. Alright. Might be in the wrong key. Wait, where is the... Hold on, let me get a closer look. Oh, I see it's behind. It's hiding behind here. You kind of see it because one's darker. Actually, I think it is the right pitch. It's just a different sample. Because this patch has multiple samples in it. I love your work. Thank you. And I think there's also a bass in there that's acting as a melody somewhere, but we won't cover that right now because we didn't get to it yet. But I think one thing we did get to, there might be a melody that we deleted from this thing. Let's see, from this channel. And it froze on me again. All right. Let me just see. Let's see. Call this melody first of all. Melody line. Let me see what I remember. And then no melody right here until and then all we really need to do now is give the trombone a separate mixing channel so that it can and then we need to where's the auxiliary on this thing? This is a new version of Contact, so I don't really know where the aux. Here we go. Don't really know how to send it to a channel yet. I think I'm gonna have to figure that out later. But anyway, this is the melody line. I think we're finished with the melody line, except for the marimba has always has a delay on it, so we need to calculate that. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, wait a second. Is that the original? I think this is the original channel here. Yes. That's the original. For the marimba, anyway. So for the marimba, we just do shift and then delete. And instead, we'll add in this one right here. And I think that was why it was a softer hit, because it was trying to like be like delay, you know, where the hits are softer. So first thing what we need to do is change it to the second channel. And let me listen to it to make sure, because it might be a softer hit anyway. It also is a softer hit. Oh, whoa. The sound after the trumpets, that's like the monkey sounds. Oh wait, that sound. Oh no, I don't have that sound. Oh god. Alright, I don't have that sound. Okay, that's that xylophone sound. Okay, so that's pretty much the melody line then. So now what do we have next? Oh yeah, I forgot to add the delay on the marimba there. So for the delay interval, we have, let's see, 1 step. So and then it's adding it to the trumpet, because I don't have it on a separate thing, because I don't know how to do that yet. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick. Outputs, here we go. This is what I need. So for the trombone, we need to go to aux 1 and aux 2. And then we need to tell contact that aux 2 goes to, aux 1 and aux 2 go to channel, let's see, 5. Maybe 4, because it's added to 1. There we go. And actually, I think there was a, let's see. Is that part of the, no, that's a different thing. I didn't know if that was a monkey sound or not. Thank you from Mexico. What? Mexico, The sound sounds the pa-ram, pam, pam. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to give me a time, like a time code. But anyway, let's see what we got next. Everything. So we have the bass over here. And I think that's channel 3 right here. Alright. So let's make a new channel, call it bass. Wait. Bass. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Is that the right one? I think there was, or was it that? I think it might be the DK1. Yeah. No, actually, I think it is the right. Like, it is that one. Might be. It just doesn't sound right. Maybe it's this one. Because I know there's 2 jazz upright basses. That might actually be the DK1 bass. Yeah, I think that is the right one. And there are some echo notes in here, which are at an interval of 3 steps. Oh yeah, I saw that video. I couldn't understand it, but I heard my name, so cool. Alright, good. Now we just need that 3-step delay in those certain areas. Alright, so we'll change that to... Oh, wait. No, it's trying to send it to the trombone area. Oh, my God. Alright. Trombone. Now, this is acoustic bass. So now we just need some delay in some areas. We need to definitely gonna need to gate it. Well, let me see, what are those areas that we need it gated? So we need to gate it at 4 bars, from 4 bars to the next note. Actually, it's easier for me to remember if I see the thing. So here at 4 bars, and also, and again at this part. And again at 5 bars. And that's pretty much the only place we need it, save for the loop. So it's just in the beginning here, we're doing this. So it's going to start out at 0, there's no delay. And then at 4 bars it enables. And then it doesn't do that again. No more delays until the loop, which is over here. And really I can just copy this formation to save work. not actually sure if that was a part where it had the delay. That short note doesn't seem like it. Oh wait, it was a part, but the delay was shorter. So like, so it was like a step and a half. So it's cut in half. So right here, it's cut in half. Which means we need to automate the time. So let's select right here and then do 1 step 24. All right. There we go. There's only one delay there, so we also need to take the level down to 0, which means that it's only going to do 1 echo. And also key pitch. We did that. We actually did that for the first part of the loop, not the second part. So here's where we need to make our first mark. Why isn't it working? It's weird. It should be working like that. So let me just try to make it 50% then, or maybe I can just use this one, scale levels, and to go to 50%. Oh wow, that's not working either. Weird. Okay, let me just go in close enough where I can actually accurately say 50%. Wait a minute, since when did that get enabled? I don't know. Oh wait, feedback level. There we go. That's what I was missing. I'm not doing time, I'm doing feedback level. So now we need to go over to the loop and say There we go. That's good. Now... oh man. Alright. This one's a tough one. Alright, so let's just move on to the next channel then. Actually, there's some more stuff in here besides the bass. Although it's mostly the bass. Oh, that's a little melody. That's gonna go in the melodies part. It's gonna be a tuba, so it's gonna be like mixed differently, but still gonna go in the melody line, and it's still gonna go in contact, which means that I have to go and kind of grab this as a note rather than a whole channel line thing. And which means that we're going to want it at 3, which it is right now, so we don't have to do anything. So what I really have to do is load another trombone, and it's going to act as our tuba. Which means that we want to create a separate channel thing and have it at aux 2. And we're going to want to send it over here to channel 7 and call this tuba. Dum da da dum da 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 dum. And it doesn't sound anything like a tuba yet. It still sounds like a trombone, like a bass trombone, so which means that we're going to have to EQ it out to make it sound like a real tuba. Little quiet marimba there. Alright, so that's pretty much taken care of, except that I don't know why it had a... Why does it have delay on it? Oh, it still didn't even go to where it needs to go. That's weird. Is it routed to aux 3? No, it's just straight up not doing what I told it to. Great. Alright. Let me make sure that it's going... Oh, it's still going to state 1. Why is it still going to state 1? I guess I never explicitly told it to go to there. Alright. Alright, that's good. Now that's actually going to go into accompaniment, even though it's a melody right now, because the tuba is like playing an accompaniment instrument for the most part. Now... Alright. So now let's move on to, I think that, let's see, what's this right here? There's another part to this channel. And SBC tool is freezing on me again. Alright. So... Alright, so this is exactly where we need to be. Dum dum. Da 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 dum dum dum. Right here is where we are. So it's like a tom kind of thing. See, it's actually... Yeah, it is the tom. Oh, it's that boosh tom from DK2. That power tom. So let's drop that in there. And here we go. Boosh tom. Where was it? Oh yeah, it was right here. Alright. Which means let's put it in with the bongos, assuming it doesn't play at the same time. And no, I don't think it does. So we're going to want to give it a delay of, let's see, a step and a half. And we can let this note ring out for just kind of realism. As long as we send it to a new mixer track. And we will give it a delay of a step and a half. Perfect. There we go. We really don't need to do anything more. Except, I forgot to remove this part of the, yeah, right here. Alright, that's good. Now we can move on to the next channel. Which I think is going to be that hi-hat. Yeah, that little shaker thing. Some kind of weird African tambourine. But in any case, we need that DK2 hi-hat, which is what that is. And so actually no, let's keep it separate from the drums. Let's call this hi-hat because it plays pretty much the whole song. Try to get the tuning right first. I think it's like an octave up. See, it is the same one. It might maybe a slightly different one, but it's for the most part it's the same. It's just played high. Now what we need to do is put an envelope on it first. Now the top one, normally in the game, the sound loops, like it has a loop point like kind of a crudely added loop point. But since we don't have that in the original sample because we don't need it because it's long enough, we need to figure something else out. So, which means that we might have to loop it ourselves, or we might just have to bring it out of the original sample. But either way, we're going to have to make a separate channel. Might have to loop it ourselves. Let me bring this into the editor. That's loud. All right. So what note does it play at? So it plays like an octave and see, there we go. There we go. See, it is the original instrument. It sounds robotic because of the loop point. But then whenever you put it into the game, there's some of the high frequencies get cut off, which kind of makes it have that shakery, that kind of low shaker feel. African shaker. And so let's give it its own track for the high one because it's going to be kind of a different instrument. Yeah, if we raise up the lower treble part, but we don't want to, we don't really want it to sound robotic though. We want it to kind of sound the best it can. Like, To me, that shaker sounds like some kind of I don't know, African percussion instrument. So one way to make it sound less robotic is to have it fade out over, like maybe fade out a little bit over time. Now for that shaker, I think we really want to bring up the highs in that one. Yeah, listen to how that shimmer really comes out. That grittiness of it. It's almost like a shaker with the noise, like the little grains on the high end. Alright, so it is very eye-opening, huh? How compressed the game was. They did such a good job of managing the sample so that it didn't sound so compressed. It sounded more like a tape, you know, like an old record. So I think I want less of a hit on the beginning of that one. So see, now it sounds more like a long shaker of sorts. But it still sounds like I want that one the main one to sound a little bit shakery as the big one does. So I might have to loop that one too. I wonder what would happen if we use the same looped version. Because it's played at a lower, like, pitch. I think that sounds pretty much the same, actually. Yeah, it sounds like that because of compression. Not directly because of compression, but because of the loop point. How we play, like, the loop point here. Whereas if you play it without the loop point, it just does. But they looped it so that it's longer because they had to cut it short. They couldn't have any of this. So they looped it so it would sound longer. But it really doesn't. You can't loop a hi-hat, so it kind of just makes this shakery sound. But I want a like sort of a bouncier sound of this, so maybe, yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. But that last one, when it ends, I want it to sort of ring out a little more. It just kind of ends. It doesn't, gives a unrealistic impression. So after every like place where it just stops, I just and now it's giving a, okay, it doesn't need a loop. Let me save this one as a shaker so that we can use it in other things. Because I know it's used elsewhere. Hi-hat looped. But I really want to kind of bring out the buzz in this one. Yeah, there we go. We need that low end. And we need to not cut off that high end so that it doesn't just diminish like the shape. We need all the high end we can get. No, not all the high end we can get. We need to keep some of that high end. And then maybe I want like a little bit of attack on that. Maybe not. Maybe just a little. Yeah, give it that, I don't know, it sounds too American with that hard hit. Good. I'm surprised that came out that good with all the, looping and whatnot. So now we need to, I think there's a hole in the hi-hat where it jumps to another, no wait, that's a different thing. Ah, it does the same thing but with the bongo. I think that's the same bongo as before, right? Yeah, it is. Alright, so then we take it, it actually goes to the bongos in that part. So I'm going to put it in the bongo section. But it's a different bongo. It's a bongo with a hard hit. But it still needs to go down there because that's where the channel actually is. So the point is we can shift C. And this one's actually going to be panned a little bit to the left. Beautiful. I like it. Let me check on it one more time. Actually, that might be supposed to be the DK2 tom, the DK2 conga. Let me see. Yeah, that definitely is the DK2 conga. Perfect pitch. All right. So now let's try it with the, so it's at 50 G sharp and 50 cents. So let's try it with the conga, with the bongo over here. Yeah, that sounds even better. That's definitely the right one. Perfect. All right. Now, what's next? Let's see. Do we have any more for the for track 4? No, that's it. Now we get to move on to track 5. Which I think is just echo notes anyway, so. And then we have that drone down here, right here. Which is going to be strings, I guarantee it. Yes, those strings again. Same one. It's actually the same note and everything as Cavern Capris Caprice, whatever. That's that sound I don't have, and I don't even know if we're going to be able to find, so I might not even be able to finish this. This might be put on hold. It's the same one we need for Lakeside Limbo. And I think I'm going to put it in the bass, since it's technically a bass. Which that's not the bass. I don't know how that happened. Let me see, what's that envelope like? And I can tell you right now, we're going to need to do the velocity, like kind of like shift the velocities for all these things to where it hits 100 at the highest, you know, because the velocity doesn't already there, it's pretty low. So we need to go to, it's about the highest it's going to get right here. So let's make sure that hits 127, and then we're going to do that for the rest of the melody, for the rest of the entire track actually. Dum dum. Da dum bum bum bum. Da dum bum bum bum. All right. So now we want to do, we're finished with that, so let's give it its own mixer track, the strings. Let's put in an accompaniment, and, so there's one more thing in this pattern. No, wait, that's all, like, delay notes, I think at this point. That's that xylophone we don't have. Yeah, that's that xylophone we don't have, so we can't do that right now. So let's move on to 5. Here we go. That's that, I think pretty sure that's this right here. And then what's that beating drum? That must be the tom again. Yeah, the boosh tom. So first let's take these, take the, what would this be? Congas? I don't know. Actually, that would make this congas. And this would be bongos. Because they're called that. So... And there's some attack on it, I can tell. And we're going to need to do our velocity scaling on this too. Definitely shouldn't loop. We should give it its own mixer track. Now the bongo is going to be renamed conga. And we're going to send this bongo to the drums. Now we've also got that boosh tom to worry about. So that's going to go into this pattern still because it's technically part of the this pattern because it makes a pattern all its own. I just kind of added into this pattern because that other pattern because it was easy. Almost sounds like that drum from DK64. There's like a drum that's just like that, but I don't think it's like as techno-y. And maybe we can actually use that where the boosh tom is. We can probably actually bring that over here because it's more relevant over here. I think I forgot to bring it up actually. Did I? Wait. It might just be that quiet, I think, because it was pretty quiet in the original. No, it wasn't. But it is quieter. Definitely quieter, so. Alright, so that's good. Let me actually, maybe I can make these a little bit longer. Alright, good. It's sounding really good so far. So, What's next in this pattern here? I think this is just a, let's see, I don't know what that is actually. Oh, it's just an echo of the other marimba. Where is that marimba actually? Did I copy it? Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Why is that not getting selected? There's no reason. Huh. Oh, I think I see what I did. Let me paste it again. Bongo section from channel 5 is hard to hear. Alright. No, it's pretty loud. I don't see why you couldn't be able to hear it. Alright, so let's see what we got next. So that should be it. Wait, they have one more thing in that channel. It's that, it's a tuba again. So let's make a new track and call it tuba. Let's go to our contact channel. And we'll take it to 3, I think it was at. Oh, that's the thing, right? I thought I had something else in there. I was like, there can't be anything in here. And there, if I recall correctly, there was another like part in the melody channel that we didn't copy because it just wasn't there, or didn't Yeah, this thing right here, I think. Yeah. This is also going to go in there. And now we're going to make them, wait, this velocity is louder, so everything is like too quiet now. Apparently this was like the actual loudest thing in the mix. So what we need to do is, well, first I need to go and reset everything back to normal by inverting the thing, the scale, which is 138. So we need to do negative, wait, cut that in half. 138, cut 38 in half actually, which would be 13. 113. Wait a minute, no, because 100 is 0. 100 is exactly where it was. So we need like negative minus 38. 100 minus 38, which would be 52. No. $62. Yeah. 62% to get it back to the way it was. Is that the same as it was? Let me check. No, that's not the right one. So undo everything we did, and then we need to, so we need to change the scale so that the bass goes back to here. That high, that loud note. There we go, right there. Now we need to do everything with this scale again. I think I want less attack on this one. There we go. I think I forgot the one. No, wait. I moved it. That's right. Did I scale that one already? I don't remember. No, I didn't. So What we really want to do is scale that one so that it's the highest velocity it can go. And then we need to apply this scale to the rest of the mix. Wait, did I ever like downscale this one? I don't know. I don't remember doing it. No, I didn't. So this one was, what was the number of the velocity of that one? 61%. So that means it's going to be, put it back to 61%. And then scale it. All right, now everything should be to scale. Now the only other thing is this tom, you shouldn't hear the hit so much on the echoes. There we go. If you put a bandpass on it, it works pretty well. And maybe give it some more power to make up for that. That's good. Alright, now, where were we? We were making this to be actually the tuba. Alright, and after the tuba we can move on to channel 5. No, wait, that's not the tuba. So this is the tuba right here, which now that we're finished with that means we can move on to 7. Or 6. So that's that, another one of those bongos, but this one has a, more of a cutoff, or no, more of an attack. So let's call this, bongo 2. Let's apply our levels to it. And what was the root node of our last one? So it's C4, just C4. Now I want to hear, it sort of sounds more sustaining in the original, probably because of distortion, but, so let me try to bring those lows up as high as I can. There we go. Beautiful. Love it. Alright, now let's give it its own channel. And put it to drums. Now I think that should be all of, yeah, that's the only thing in track 7, which means that track 8, let's see, track 8 has some stuff going on. One of which is, I can tell you right now, these are the monkey sounds. So we're going to need to drag those over to our melody line, in which case we're going to use the same ones as before. And there's actually echoes on this, so echoes of about let's see. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps each. I think that's actually the repeat, like where it restarts over again, so we don't need that. And actually anywhere that it kind of repeats the beginning, we don't need it. So the bass doesn't repeat the beginning, but this is going to repeat the beginning, but I don't know exactly where. Well, I should be able to figure it out. So this, and then this should be where it first starts repeating. No repeats there, because you know at the beginning where it fades out, we don't want to. We kind of want to keep that out of there. Like right here, I think it starts to repeat the beginning. And let's see, of course this one's going to repeat the beginning. Wait, does it do that really that early on? No, it doesn't. I think I copied it to the wrong place. It should start doing that like right around here at 11. And then it starts again with that stuff at 14, which means it keeps going. Which means that I have to take all this and, let's see. Kind of shift it by the bar. There we go. Alright, future problem solved. Good. Okay, now those monkey sounds were where we left off. So this, once again, is going to go into the melody. This is going to go to 2. Remove echo notes. And then remove that repeat of the beginning at the end. Ow, my wrist. Ah. How's y'all's quarantine going so far? Anybody gone crazy yet? I know I have. Haha. That bongo section. Have you ever tried EQ matching the original sounds? Yes, actually we try that every time we do a song. And so, but we're not at that part yet. We're only doing we're only building the song from the ground up with only the basic building blocks, getting the notes right, all the pitches. And then we're going to go on to mixing, where we'll do EQing and reverb and all that fun stuff. But for now, we're just worried about the notes and the delay. So let's see, we only have 4 left. This part at the end can go, and then, oh wait. I could have sworn something had a loop note. Number 3. Number 3 sounds like it has a loop note. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Would you ever consider restoring the GBA soundtrack of DK3? No, I'm not going to be doing the GBA soundtrack. It's not really my style. I'm more focused on doing original tracks in the SNES style. And I think, let's see, what else do we got in that last channel there? And then, so there's something else, something right here. Oh, it's like a continuation of those bongos. Wait a second, but hold on, let me copy this and then So wait, apparently there's a pan on the monkey sounds, maybe? I also forgot delay on those. Yeah, there's a pan on all of them. But we're only worried about, let's see. But actually, there's not a pan on the second time it is, so we can't have the whole channel panning like that because it's only on the first part, I believe. Yeah, see, these are centers, so we have to do it by note. And so what is our percentage? 40%. So we need a 40% pan to the right. Actually, what we can do is just select all those that channel and go to 42%. Now we did hold on, I forgot to take the velocity scale of this one. Well, actually it should be the same. These should actually be louder because they're exactly the same as what the original is. Everything's supposed to be a little bit louder. So what's my scale again? I need to go to those tubas, figure it out. There we go. Actually, this one, I didn't even scale this one either. It's weird. Just want to check the others, make sure I scaled them. Looks like I scaled everything else. I just missed those ones for some reason. So let's see. Looks like everything's copied then. I just need to add delay on the well, actually we got some stuff down here to worry about, but I do need to add delay on those monkey sounds. Let me just use this same delay channel to save CPU, and let's modulate the Let's see how long. So we want it to change. We want the delay time to change. So first we want it to be five steps. So we're going to insert that. Oh, there it is. So add about 7 bars. At 7 bars exactly. We want it to change to a step and a half, I think it was. I think we forgot to scale the velocity on these as well. Perfect. Alright, and that's that. That's the entire song. Now we just need to put it together. So let's start with the congas. Then the melody. Let's actually put the melody on top. So melody first, then here's the hi-hats because they're the highest, and then the bass goes at the bottom. Tuba also goes next. And then the second bongos. What about second bongos? Alright. So now let's hear it all together. Something's not quite chilling, right? I think it's these right here. Looks right. Why does it sound so out of beat? Definitely is, it's supposed to be like that. I think we're missing a part. Oh yeah, we're missing the second bongos. Eventually, there will be a playlist for each individual game, like the restorations of each individual game. Oh, I can't unhear that bongo that I hear now and then. It just makes it sound so offbeat. I think it has too much attack, first of all. And the envelope of that trombone needs to be tweaked a bit. That tuba definitely needs to be quieter. I think I might have the offbeat version of that, like the echo note of that marimba. Yeah. So that doesn't sound right. And then the bass needs a little bit of a envelope. On average, how many channels do you usually end up at the end of a composition? I don't know. I haven't really counted. I guess this is the average. Let's call this shaker 1. Actually, I don't think that like extra delay sounds good on this thing, on that brass. It's not in the original, but I added it in for effect, but I don't think it works very well. That should not be there, because that's pretty much the end of the song. That should be a lot louder. And this hi-hat should not be here. It should not be going on this long. That sounds like a good ending. Good. How does this process work? Well, we get the someone converted the game's music data to MIDI, but it's a big mess. So if you listen, if you listen to all this stuff, it's just none of the channels point to real stuff, and it's like the notes are there, but they have to be translated to instruments. So you grab all the instruments from their original hardware that the composers got them from, and you once you got the new sounds, you just plug them into the original. You plug them in with the original notes, and you have to tweak them so that it sounds good. You have to use the envelopes, like to get the attack right and all that. Tweak the sounds, and that's pretty much that. And I think so. This is where I'm going to take a break because I've been doing this for 3 hours, and I need to try to find the xylophone. Because there's a xylophone here. It's the same one used in Lakeside Limbo, but I was never able to find it. So if I can find it, I'll come back and finish the restoration. If not, it's going to be put on hold until we can find that sound. And then tonight, which means that tonight instead, I'll just come and work on DK2, finalizing some of the DK2 tracks. So either way, I'll come back later, but I'm going to try to find this sound first so you'll know when I come back which one happened. So with that, I will bid y'all adieu for a few hours, and I will be back.